All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down. Cannon. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Cannon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Cannon. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
This give is to McCoy. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing. Prescott. Wide open. Amari Cooper. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. First down, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a big receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd down. Cannon, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Cannon. Goodwin able to haul it in. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Cannon looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Adam Humphries deep to return. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Cannon. And that is incomplete here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Operating from the gun, Cannon. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The give is to Elliott. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Now,
meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Going right side. He has Witten. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Detroit, Detroit.
Throwing again. Cannon. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cannon. It's brought in by Kevin White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Cannon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Throwing again. Cannon. It's grabbed over the middle by White. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Following the fumble recovery. Cannon. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cannon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
There we go. Count.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught at the 5. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Humphreys. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with the core. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
The final shot before break. Cannon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Prescott to throw it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Cannon. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cannon, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, now look at 56.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, that's Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Cowboys on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cannon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. on 1st and 10. Cannon. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Cannon. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 61 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Gun! Hot! Switch! They're
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the counter, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. A dump off to Elliott. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
A handoff left. Elliott spins past him. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here you go.
Boston Scott, his first carry, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down now, Scott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The Cowboys on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side. Scott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Running with Elliott. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
We're going to 54. Wide.
Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Scott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Prescott now from the 50. Looking long for Westbrook. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 55, come on, guys, 55. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They were grateful.